I hope you're doing well. In continuation of the video that I had in the morning, we will now assess the ritual of the day trader after the market closes. So a quick recap was, before the market actually opened, we had put in these values, that is the high, low and close of Friday the 12th of September, in order to make a plan for Monday the 15th of September. And the plan that we actually had was that the support came at 25,055, which is where we would buy in principle, putting a stop loss of 24,996, and obviously the resistance and the pivot points would be the logical first places of targets. And obviously this value this value, the direction of the trade, that is we are going to buy the support, actually comes from the price action assessment that we do on the longer time frames. Now the direction of the trade, that is the price action assessment that we have done on the longer time frames, will not change that easily, and we will continue to want to buy on the support. But there have to be certain conditions, and the conditions should be that the closing of the market should be higher than the pivot, where pivot, as we defined, was the average of the high, low and close. Now on Friday we saw that the closing of the market was 2514, which was higher than the 25,097. So therefore we were placing the orders on the buy side for 25,055. Now today we will see that the market close is at 25,070, which is lower than the pivot of 25,086, and therefore even though we have the supports and we have the resistance and the pivot points for the trade session tomorrow, we will not be placing any orders on Nifty today for Nifty for the next trade session. The reason is the bias is long, but the momentum is on the shorter side, and therefore one has to ignore the trade. Now in this we will also note that our plan for the day was to react at 25,055, which is the support here, which I marked in bold, and the day low today was 25,049, which means we were 5 points to the day low. So it was a reasonably good entry, but the closing was not as strong as we would like. Since these values are evaluated from daily charts, the positions will close in the day. For tomorrow, one will have a neutral stance on Nifty, that is they would not take up a position on Nifty unless the closing is actually higher than the trade session for the next day. So with that we will see that this is so I'll just put on the price action here. This is the price action for today. I'll zoom in a little bit, and we can see that it's a fairly standard candle, but it's a red close, and as we had discussed, that if the closing is below the pivot, we will simply ignore it. The other point is that it is near its previous stop, so it is okay to be cautious and to wait for the market to close in a particular direction quite decisively. Now the other thing that I would like to tell is that we made a plan that we would buy here. We made a plan that this would be the SL, and we knew that we are going to react only at these resistances and pivots and so on and so forth. Nowhere have we said that the market has to rise or the market has to fall. The objective of using pivot points is to come up with an objective assessment only. So the objective assessment for tomorrow is that we will not take the long side trade because the momentum leading into the position for tomorrow is not very strong. So we wait for market to show some kind of confirmation and then to chase it. So with that, I hope that this video, if seen in conjunction with the video of the morning session, the one that I uploaded prior to the market open, will make more sense and be helpful to you in general. So once again, I thank you for your time, and I wish you a good trading week ahead.